First chapter is building with bricks. We see many buildings, pavements, etc. are made of bricks. Bricks are used in making different type of shapes on the wall and floor of the buildings, on the floor of the pavements. Here there is given a story. The story is based of Jagriti school. Now, first we read the story. Brick patterns for Jagriti school. This is the true story of Jagriti school in Murshidabad, where Murshidabad is situated in West Bengal. When its building was being made, there was a plan to make brick patterns on the floor and walls. Jamal, Kalu, and Pierre were the masons for the brick work. They wanted to get new ideas for the school building. So they took their other friends to see the old tomb of Murshid Kuli Khan. Now, this is the old tomb of Murshid Kuli Khan. We see here different patterns made of bricks. We see there are windows type of shape, and there is a tomb like structure which is also made of bricks. Now, this building has a big floor with about 2000 beautiful brick patterns. Now, here is written 2000. How we write 2000? Now, show me. Write 2000 and show me. These were made by masons long back, about 300 years ago. This is the old tomb of Murshid Kuli Khan, and this building has a big floor, and this big floor is made by 2000 beautiful bricks, and it was made 300 years ago. Now, on the leftmost picture, we see different patterns and we see a big floor. Here we also see doors and windows. And another thing, what we observe? Another thing we observe that the windows, and the speciality of the windows are what? We see the top view, or we see the topmost structure of the window is an arc. It is an arc like structure. Now, what are arcs? An arc is a line which is curved. From your previous knowledge of class 2, you know what is a curve. So, what we see on the top of the window, a curve like structure or an arc like structure. Okay. Another thing, what we see? Another thing we see the picture which are at the left. There was a tomb on the above, okay, or on the top of the building, and We see another thing. On the door, there is also an arc, and the floor is big. Now, what we see? Different patterns on the floor. Here we see the patterns. Now, pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, and pattern 5. What we see? There are 5 floor patterns. Now, if we observe pattern 1 very carefully, what we see? We see bricks are arranged in a regular shape, and we also see the pattern is repeated pattern, that is first shape of the brick or first arrangement of the bricks are followed by the next. That is, we see the first pattern, it is now repeated with the third in a row. Okay. Then second pattern is repeated by the fourth in a row. The third pattern is repeated fifth, that is first, third, fifth. They are looking like same. Similarly, 2, 4, 6, they are looking same. Do you observe? If you observe the same, write yes. Another thing what we observe? There is a square-like structure outside the middle arrangement of bricks. That is, the bricks which are situated at the middle. There are a boundary outside them, and the shape of the boundary is a square. Okay. Now, if we see the pattern 2, here also the middle bricks are covered or are surrounded by a square type of structure which is also made of bricks. So, what we see here? A circular structure or an arc is on the top of door and windows. There is a square type of structure which are situated or which are surrounded by the bricks. On the picture 2, the square type of structure is made of bricks. That is, we can make square by using bricks. Here we see some arc type structures are made of bricks. Do you notice? If you notice, then write yes. Now the picture 3rd. Here we see different type of patterns made of bricks. There are arc type structure, then outside that arc type structure there are structure like square type, then there is structure like straight line. So what we see? We see different type of shapes, that is square shapes, that is arc, that is straight line. Now, Picture 4. We see also different type of shapes made of bricks. Here a shape like multiplication is being built. Now the pattern 5, we see this is a structure which is also made of bricks, and it is looking like door, and this is like an arc or curve like structure. Here we see straight line type structure and the arrangement of bricks. Now, what is the question? Question is, which floor pattern do you like the most? That is here given 5 type of floor patterns. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, pattern 5. And second question is, have you seen such patterns anywhere? If you have seen such patterns, then the answer is yes. And you also write where you have seen. If you don't see this type of patterns, then the answer should be no. Now, write these two answers now and show me. Okay.